Hello everyone, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and welcome back to another episode of Veda. This is episode 29, and we're going to talk about why do people, and I especially, like space games, and there's a very one-worded answer to this. Exploration. When I play space games, it's a different world. You know, you can play any other game type, and it transports you into a different world, right? But space games are in the perfect place of this game is based in reality and not. An example of this is a game like No Man's Sky, where you're floating around and you're exploring everything, right? There's that sense of exploration. You know, you got the first person view, you only got two hands, but you fly around in a spaceship and you explore alien worlds that you are the only human to have discovered, assuming you're a human in No Man's Sky and not some random alien. But you are the only human in No Man's Sky to discover that place, and you have to explore it, right? Another game is Halo. Halo introduces space combat. If you play Halo, guns are a very human thing, right? It's got guns in it. It's got the first person. It's got grenades, punching, health, all that stuff that you would expect in a shooter game, but it's in space, and you use otherworldly stuff. There's still the option to use human stuff, but there are otherworldly things like the ghosts and the banshees. There's the flood stuff, the Promethean weapons, all the space tech that you would expect in a space game, but in combat. But it's such an interesting place to be because it not only does Halo specifically explore humans fighting aliens, it explores futuristic humans fighting futuristic aliens, which are then fighting ancient futuristic aliens at one point, and an ancient zombie plague. Kerbal Space Program is a great example of a space game grounded in reality, but still involves you exploring planets you don't even know of. You never seen these planets before. Kerbal Space Program, you go to Eve, you even go to the moon, or Minmus. You don't know what that planet is. You've never been there, but you're exploring it now. Right? You build a space station around Kerbin, or you go to Duna. Like, Duna kind of looks like Mars, or Eve doesn't look like Venus at all, even though it's supposed to be Venus. And you explore these places, and it's the most wondrous thing, because these games make you feel so small. But there's a shred of power because of your human technology that you have in these games, right? I mean, you have city building games. You get to build a grandiose city, right? Or you have some kind of zoo game, you build a zoo, or a zombie game where you gotta survive against a horde of zombies. But a space game, it's you versus a planet. It's you versus a solar system, a galaxy even. Or even just space itself, you versus space, right? There's this game called Space Engineers. And this game was a good game for early access, all right? They did not originally have planets in this game. This was a game based on living in an asteroid belt and building whatever you wanted, right? And there were so many like human systems, right? But you had to build whatever you wanted. But it was alien enough to always be worth exploring. And you could lose your base in the asteroids and not know where the heck you are. And I did that, and it was insane. Or maybe you find just some space pirates and they attack you, Those are concepts that we like. We like seeing new things, right? We like to see us put against stuff. And Halo especially. I mean, humans are losing in Halo all the time. So there's that aspect. Back to Space Engineers, they added planets into the game. And you get to explore alien worlds. I mean, even Minecraft is a game that is kind of based in reality, but not really, right? You could easily make a mod for Minecraft where you fly around in spaceships, easily. But space games represent something bigger. They represent games that involve the future just enough so we don't know if it's going to be true, but still close enough to where we can envision them, right? EVE Online is a space game, or No Man's Sky is a space game, Halo's a space game. Those are games that are set close enough to us where we can see the route of technology we took to get to where we are, but are still far out enough to where it's like, that'll never happen. But it might, right? There's an it might there all the time in a good space game. Kerbal Space Program, right? We might be able to do what we do in Kerbal Space Program. But yeah, we're not going to in our lifetime, but we might, right? That's a thing in that game. That's a thing that happens. And space games are just like all other games where they can explore concepts unbelievably, just unbeknownst, right? Like Halo with the space zombie, with Flood, the space zombie, right? Or, you know, you got DayZ with there's a lot of zombies, right? Minecraft with a world that you can build on your own. Forza, you know, The Crew. Those kind of games just explored so many different places. Age of Empires 2, 3, potentially Age of Empires 6 with space combat. The Elder Scrolls games, they all involve exploring things. Space games especially really have the exploration down because they're the most unlimited of all types of games, in my opinion. Space games are. You could literally take a game like DayZ, add an entire space component into it, where you go from planet to planet with different aliens being infected. Like, what if you made a game where you were on Earth, and Earth got infected, so you went to Mars, but Mars was also infected with aliens, and there was a bunch of alien Martians, and you went to Venus, and there was a bunch of alien Venites. I don't know. Then you went to, like, Europa, and there's a bunch of alien Europa. Like, that's a game that you could do from space. But I want to know your guys' opinion. Are space games just cool? I don't even remember the title of this video. I don't even know the title of this video. Space games are cool. Why are space games so cool to you? Or do you even like space games? Go ahead and share that in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, because I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. I suck just as bad as you do at video games. And I'll see you in the next episode, stream, or vlog of whatever I decide to make.